Hello to all our followers of ESCplus. I'm here with Lindsay, and she competed in the Eurovision Song Contest of 2001 with the song No Dream Impossible.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's 2001. I remember it so vividly.
You do. I'm glad you remember it.
I remember that long note at the end.
Yes.
I was like, is she going to make it?
Yes. Well, being 16 as well, I was just 16, and your vocal is growing still till you're 25. So yeah, it was a bit of a push, but I was like, yeah, I can do this. I can do this.
Well, Lindsay, we immediately dived into the interview, but how are you doing? Most important question.
I'm very well. We came back from the UK yesterday, which was the 13th. It was my son's first birthday.
So sweet.
We spent the morning and a bit of the afternoon with him, so it was a great time. So yeah, I've been mothering because I've got a daughter as well. I've got an album out that's on Spotify and Google Play and all the downloading platforms called Waiting for You. It's an original album. It's about what I've been up to. So if you want to check that out, it's very different to the Eurovision song. So that's just big and this one's kind of really set back and really meaningful and got like nice tones and stuff. So yeah, I've been up to stuff and just living.
Okay, really cool. Because like 2001, it's now 2023, so it's 22 long years. So you're like in your answer to the question, how are you? You said that you recorded a new album. You said that it's not like the song that you sang during the contest. Was it like, did you write all the songs yourself?
Yeah, co-wrote, so it's all about what I've been through, and since obviously doing the Eurovision, because I was only 16, to obviously releasing it in 2019, which is when I released the album. There's just bits and bobs, life experiences, what everyone goes through, relationships, breakups, all that kind of heartache, and Adele vibe.
Great to hear. So, like, what is the main thing that you learned from being on the Grand Eurovision stage up to now?
Okay.
Is there like something that is like...
Yeah, well, I think because I was so young, and I kind of just took it in my stride. I didn't really... Now, as a 38-year-old woman, I can say that now I'm like, I really embrace it. I think it's really fun, and the Eurovision family, it's an amazing thing to be a part of. You guys. Well,
yeah, and it was a legendary performance, so everybody remembers you, right? I remember that you indeed were like 15 and watching the TV and be like, oh my God, she's 15 and she's on a huge stage. Yeah. I believe it was in Denmark, right?
In Copenhagen. So, and it was a stadium. It wasn't just a little, it was a stadium. So I felt like about that big in a massive stage, but I had some great support on stage. I had the backing singers. One of them is Tommy Blaze, who is Strictly Come Dancing singer. So I'm dropping it in there. And then Lincoln as well. He's a backing singer for George Michael. And yeah, so I really was with vocal royalty there. And I thought I was well looked after vocally wise. But yeah, I mean, that week in Copenhagen, I did lots of rehearsing, lots of interviews. So it's like rehearse, sing, interviews, rehearse, sing. Because I was so young, I didn't really get to experience anything like this, and there wasn't really anything like this. That makes sense. There was nothing. Yeah. So there was no parties, no pre-parties, and because I was so young, I wasn't allowed to go to them anyway.
True. So 2001, that also means that there was not a whole lot of social media, or maybe the beginning of social media.
Yeah, well, I don't think there was anything.
If you would have to do it again, or if you would enter again.
Yeah, I would.
What would you like do, like social media wise?
Because it a bit more, and like every other artist, they're just really well. Last weekend I was in Poland for the Polish Eurovision party, which was amazing, and it was really nice to see the 2023 artists, and some of them are just crazy, which is great. And they're really enjoying themselves and embracing it. And like I said, it's like a big family. So, but now, I'd love to do it again. I mean, but if,
What would it take for you to do it again?
no.
A good song.
Somebody, good song.
Maybe a song from your new album. Well, it's already released, so you cannot do it.
Released. No, it'd have to be a different song. I think something a bit,
Like the sequel to No Dream Impossible.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
all dreams are possible.
All dreams are possible, definitely. So.
Well, are you excited about singing your Eurovision song tonight?
Yeah, I sing it a lot different than I did when I was 16. But yeah, Amsterdam calling, can't wait. I love Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Just love Amsterdam.
Everybody loves Amsterdam, right? It's fun.
The guys
It's fun.
that are looking after us are amazing as well. So yeah, we're well looked after.
Great to hear, Lindsay, that you're doing well. Thank you for this interview. Do you have a message for our ESCplus followers?
Just thank you so much for letting me be back here and in the Eurovision family. Really appreciate it.
Great. Thank you for this interview.